BoardGameManiacs. Maniac Rob here with Maniac Keisha and our youngest Maniac, Maniac Freya. This is my granddaughter and my daughter. The two of them are here to play the game with us, The Refuge by B&B Game Studio. This is a card game with miniatures on a board. It is a race for survival. It's a zombie game. And as you know, this is the month of October. This is Halloween October. So because of that, this is included into our video series of what we're putting on our channel. So stay tuned and watch this. This is a very fast-paced game for 2 to 6 players. And one game will take anywhere between 10 minutes to a half an hour. But we're probably not going to go that. We're going to do best of 3 games. So if Keisha wins 2 and I win 1, she's the ultimate survivor. If I win 2 and Keisha wins 1, well then I'm the survivor. But if we are tied for 1 apiece, then it's going to be a total challenge, isn't it? Bah! That's right, and we got my friend here too as well. He's here to keep an eye on the baby while we're playing. Hopefully he won't get a little carried away. Who knows? So have a seat and let's watch The Refuge. The Refuge by B&B Game Studio. This here is a fun game. It's a race for survival where you as a survivor has to make it out of a zombie infested town. There's a game board you can see here. Looks like there's a lot of squares. This game is very simple, it's very fast, and I find that it's really competitive. You can mess with people a lot. So the way to simply go over this game before we start is you can see here is start. Now, this is a 2-player to 6-player game, and you could have to start along here. And you have different miniatures that you can pick from. And the objective of the game is to get all the way up to one of these lock pads and have a card. I'll show you the card in a bit, but what the card is, it's a key card. If you get up here on your turn and then you wait for your next turn, you can play your key card to unlock this and escape, which means you will win the game. And that's simply how you win this game. You get from the start all the way up to the finish, you have a key card, unlock it, and you escape. The game comes with quite a bit of miniatures. You know, you don't need this many zombies. I played this game probably twice already, and we never use that many zombies because once you kill one, you can just keep reusing the same zombie if you want. Now, I can see if you play like a 6-player game, you're probably going to use a lot of these zombies, if not all of them. But for like a 2-player or even a 3-player game, I can't see you using all them zombies. Before I explain more, I just want to give a shout out to Dave from Mini Wargaming. He actually purchased this game and he loaned it to me so I could play it for my Halloween month, or Halloween, that's right, it's Halloween. It's Octoberween, actually, that's the word I was trying to find, but it slipped me. So it's Octoberween. We are playing this survival game. It's a race game. It's a zombie survival race game. Oh yeah. So let's go over what all of these symbols look like, or not what they look like, what they do during the gameplay. First tile is the skull tiles. These are called spawn tiles, or spawn zones. And when any survivor lands on one of these skulls, they can call upon the zombies, or spawn a zombie. So you would take a zombie. Hey, I'm going on the board, yeah. Sorry, zombies wouldn't talk like that. So when the survivor lands on a skull token, they can take a zombie from the zombie pool and place it in any other skull tile that is free, which means it's unoccupied. So just say, for instance, one of the survivors are here, the opposing survivor say, hey, I landed on the skull, I'm placed here to block your straight path. Ooh, very rotten to do to block another survivor, but that's the name of the game, is survival. The next zone is a hazard zone. So whenever a survivor lands in the hazard zone, what they can do is they can take any zombie on the board that is already existing on a space, and they can move it freely to another space by only one space. So it can go here, or here, or here. And that would be the same thing as if it was a hazard here. The movement for this game, for both survivors as well as zombies, they can move left or right, up or down, but never diagonally. Now, survivors can draw specific cards They're called agility cards, so it will give them the ability to move on a diagonal. But zombies cannot use agility cards. They don't have any cards. They just move straight down to eat you, and that is it. Or they can move backwards or left or right, depending on what the controlling player can move them. An example of the hazard space is, just say that this survivor moved up and landed onto this hazard zone. Immediately what that survivor could do is tell this zombie to move one space, and it can move into the occupying zone of a survivor. Then that means that it will initiate a fight or a combat between the survivor and a zombie. And how do you do that? It's very simple. Each player starts with 3 cards, which are right here. They're different cards. This is an example of one. This is your agility card, again, that lets you move diagonally. There's other cards, such as a weapon card. Now, what the weapon cards are for is, if a zombie enters your space or you enter the space of a zombie, you have to have a weapon card. And when you play the weapon card, it automatically kills that zombie. But for some instances, if you don't have a weapon card, so if this zombie, because the player controls the hazard zone, move this zombie into your space and you don't have a weapon card, what you have to do is unfortunately move all the way back to the start and start your turn over again. Now that could be pretty hazardous, that's why it's hazard. So again, let's give more of a severe example here. So just say this player is still in the hazard zone, there's a zombie up here, and the player landed in the hazard zone and moved this zombie into the zone with the survivor, and that survivor did not have a weapon card, and how close they were from the finishing, that zombie would have no choice but to retreat and go back to the beginning and start all over again. So that can be very frustrating. Imagine this in 6 players. It's going to be crazy and epic. Crazy epic. The next 2 tiles I'm going to talk about at the same time is a safe and a switch. So whenever a player is in a safe zone, it means exactly that. It's safe. No zombies can enter into this zone. So even if there was a zombie here and a player's controlling the zombie, the player cannot move the zombie into the safe zone because there's no zombies allowed in the safe zone. But there's a little stipulation about this, which is the switch. So just say, for instance, this is just an example. One player was on this safe, and this player went up to the switch. So on this player's turn, the player moved up to the switch. What the player can do automatically is switch places with the other player as long as they're in a safe zone. So this player would move up and say, hey, I'm switching with you. So then you would have to go back. That is horrible to do because that's very rotten to switch places to stop them from getting to the finish. Oh! The last space on the board, I already touched upon this. This is called the lock zone, or the lock. So in the Refuge, when you reach this, you must have a key card in order to enter the Refuge. Now, zombies are able to enter here too as well, so you have to be very, very careful of that. This is a quick reference sheet that you get explaining all of the zones that are in the game and how they're used and so on and so forth. So this is a really quick, handy reference sheet. Now, on top of that, if you flip this reference sheet over, this is all the cards you get during the game. So we already talked about this one, which is the agility. Now this is another card, very interesting, Steel. So what this is, you on your turn, if you have one of these cards in your hand, you can play it so that you can randomly steal a card from another player's hand. And if you're lucky enough, you may be able to steal a key card. So this key card, the special instance with this key card, you obviously need it to unlock the finish to be able to escape. But if by any chance when you're drawing cards, which you don't have a max limit of what you can draw of these cards, you can keep drawing cards on your turn if you want. But if you draw any more than 3 key cards, you have to put all your cards back into here and reshuffle them and draw 3 more cards. And that is how it works for the 3 key cards. You gotta be careful, you don't want to be too greedy in grabbing them. This is your weapons card. Now again, this weapons card is used to automatically kill a zombie when you encounter one. Now, if it's not your turn and the player puts a zombie in your zone, you have to play that weapon card automatically to kill that zombie. Because if you don't, you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna be, boom, right down to the start again. The jump card. Now this lets you jump one zone. So you can jump left, right, or up or down, but you can't do diagonally. This card allows you to jump over a space. You cannot land in a space already occupied by another player. Locked tiles are unable to jump over. So it just tells you there that you can't jump over the locked tile. Because this is the finish line. You need a key to unlock that. Adrenaline. This is a really cool card because what happens when you play a weapon card and you kill a zombie, you can, and it's on your turn though, you can automatically play this adrenaline card to give you another free turn. And that's what your adrenaline is used for. Again, adrenaline cards are combination cards that allow to be used in conjunction with a weapon card for an additional turn. Use this card to stack up your combos. And the last card is a pocket watch. Now this here is pretty much, it's a miss your turn card. So the pocket watch, this card can only be used when it is not your turn. So at the end of your turn, you can play this to stop the other person to use to go on their turn. Using a pocket watch card instantly freezes all other players and allows you to take an extra turn. Afterwards, the player that was stopped gets to continue their turn. That's what the pocket watch, and that is all the cards into this. Again, this game, it says in the box it takes about a half an hour to play. It may take a little longer if you're using 6 players, but it's only going to be my daughter and I playing this game. It's a 2-player game, but I'm going to be recording and I'm going to explain some more things as we play the game, so it may take a little bit more than a half an hour to play this game. It may be really short, it all depends. You know, depending on how long this video is going to be, again, we're going to try to play a 3-round game, which means best set of 3. So if Keisha wins 2 automatically, then it's senseless to play the 3rd game because she already won. Vice versa for me, but if we win 1 apiece, then the 3rd game will be the tiebreaker. So let's go to the board. Keisha and I are going to start doing battle to survive the zombies and get to the refuge. I hope I win. Ugh. We have the board set up, which didn't take no time at all. We got some zombies laid out here just for ease. We have our cards here, and we have the 2 players. I am playing the green player, and Keisha's playing the blue player. Now, Keisha, since this is your first time playing this game ever, I'm going to give you the option of choosing, do you want to go first or do you want to go second?
I'll go second.
You're going to go second, so you're going to make me go first.
Yep.
Alright, so again, during the game, you get 1 action per turn, and that is it. So with my action, what I'm going to do, and because I'm here I can be wherever I want, I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to move my character here for safe, and that ends my turn. Now, one thing we forgot to do already, Keisha, and that is draw 3 cards each, but we'll do that after you move your character. So you can move anywhere on the first row of squares. So you went there. So because you went to the skull, you can take a zombie and place it anywhere on one of these skull markers. So you're going to try to stop me right away, are you? Yep. Thanks, Keisha. So now we're going to draw 3 cards. We should have done this before we started, but I was excited to play this. We lost track. During the game, you may hear some noises. No, it's not from this guy over here who's watching. No, it's not from Keisha, except if she's drinking on her coffee. Sipping her coffee, making sipping noises, you know that's what that noise is from. But if you hear any noises, it's not zombies either. It is Freya. Say hi, Freya. Say hi. Yeah, baby. She's almost 6 months old. Say hi. Are you going to make some zombie noises for us while we're playing the game? Are you? I think you're going to, aren't you? Yeah. We all have 3 cards. Now, again, there's no limit to the amount of cards that you can have in your hand at one time, but these cards are secret, so Keisha, don't be trying to look at my cards. Jeez. So she played, I went, she went, now it's my turn. Now I can play one of these cards if I want, or I can move. Let me see. Keisha nicely put the zombie right in front of me. So if I have a weapon, I can move into that zone and kill the zombie automatically. Or I can try, if I had an agility card, I can move diagonally. Or I can just shift over to here, and when I shift it, I can place a zombie in any zone. But you know what I'm going to do? I had a card, and I'm going to play a jump card. So this jump over a tile cannot jump over a locked tile. So that's what that is. This goes in the discard. So Keisha, your trap did not work because I'm just jumping over. Now I have a hazard, and I can move when you land in a hazard square, like I said. Oh, here's a zombie noise. The zombie noise. Make it again, Freya. Be the zombie. Camera shy. So what I could do here, because I went in the hazard, I can move any zombie that's already on the board to an empty space. And I'm going to do this, but they can't move diagonally. I'm going to take this zombie, and I'm going to place it right there in front of Keisha. What do you say about that, Keisha? It's your turn. Okay, Keisha. I placed a zombie. I set a trap for you, so what are you going to do?
I'm going to move my character here.
Okay.
And
Now, do you have something you can play to stop this?
yes, my weapon.
Weapon card. So what that does is you automatically just kill the zombie. That's it. Ooh, you foiled my plan. On my turn, I am going to move up one space. It is a skull, so I can take any zombie I want and place it. So I'm placing another trap for you, Keisha, and that ends my turn. The trap is set again, Keisha. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to move this one here.
Ah, and that ends your turn. But what? Oh yeah, you move there so you can move a zombie that is not already spawned onto any skull zone on the board. That includes putting it on my space that I want, because I'm on the skull, right? Huh, so you can do that. Lovely. Just a quick rules reference there, and it does say that when you're spawning a zombie, the space has to be unoccupied. So unfortunately, Keisha, you can't move him on my space. So where are you going to move that zombie then? Oh, so up there. And that ends your turn, and it's on to my turn. Now again, the objective is to get all the way up there, but I only have 2 cards. I may have a key card here. I may not. I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to draw another card. And that ends my turn. It's on to you. What are you going to do on your turn, Keisha?
Take the card.
Okay, so drag a card. You're going to show it to me? No, you're not supposed to show it to me. You're not allowed to. Or you can if you want. It's your choice. But that ends your turn. It looks like you got a key in your hand. I can see it in your eyes. We'll see. It's my turn, and I'm deciding instead of drawing another card, I'm just going to go up to the switch. Now, this is pretty much how the game plays. It's very, very simple. It's very fast-paced. It's all about strategically planning what cards you have, where you want to move. So because of this, I'm just going to stop the recording. Keisha are going to play a little bit off camera, and when something happens like a combat or a switch from a safe to a switch or what have you, I will come back and show you. Do you know what I did, Keisha? I think I set myself up for something very horribly. Do you know why? It is your turn, and what are you going to do? I'm assuming I know what you're going to do.
I'm going to move this zombie right here.
Why are you going to move that zombie right there? Because you moved your character from here to the hazard, which lets you move any zombie on the board one space. And you moved it into my spot. So now, if I don't have a weapon card, I have to go back to the start. I hope I have a weapon card. And lo and behold, I have a weapon card, Keisha. So I put that there, and that kills my zombie. Now, because Keisha played that, that wasn't on my turn that I played a weapon card. Because you have to automatically play a weapon card if you have it when a zombie enters your space. So it is still my turn. So far, we kind of made it up the board, slowly but surely. When I say slowly, it was what, like 5 minutes of gameplay off camera here, Keisha, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can tell the game goes pretty quick. You have to speak up a little bit so the mic can hear you.
Yep.
Okay. On my turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my guy and I'm going to move him to the hazard sign. Now when you land on hazard, like I said, you can control any one of these zombies on the board and move them where you want. So I'm going to take this zombie that's in front of Keisha and move it right there. So Keisha, you have to have a weapons card to kill that zombie. If you don't, you have to go all the way back to the start. Do you have a weapons card by chance?
No.
You don't have...
Can I use a jump card?
You can't. This is still on my turn. You have to automatically play a weapon card to... The only way you can defeat a zombie is by using a weapon card. So you don't... So do you know what that means, Keisha? Your character goes, ah, zombie! And she runs all the way down to the start again. Oh, that must have hurt really bad. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that sucks.
Alright, let's continue on with the game. Just a quick recap. Keisha moved up to the hazard. And she took the zombie from the safe and put it behind me just so she can try to sneak up behind me and kill me. So what I'm going to do on my turn is I'm going to move up to the lock zone. Now, Keisha, guess what? Shoot. I have a card here, which is the stopwatch, which I said in the opening, this is a miss your turn. So you miss your turn, I can go one more time. And guess what I'm going to do, Keisha? I am playing a key card. And do you know what that means? That means that I escaped the refuge and won the first of 3 games. Loser! 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 So now we reset and we start all over again. Round 2! We start at the start. Keisha, any predictions about this round? Who's going to win this one?
Probably you again.
Why are you defeating yourself by saying that right away? You have to say, I'm going to win, I'm going to kick your butt. No? Alright. So let's continue then. Now, since you went first last time...
You went first last time.
No. Oh yeah, I did go first. But since I went first last time, and I won the game, I get to choose who goes first. This is just a house rule, because don't say anything about what the first player is. And I'm going to let you go first. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to go here.
Now, because you went there, you can take a zombie and put it anywhere. That was dirty. But the thing is I don't have to go to that spot on my turn, right? What? What are you saying? Are you coaching your mother? Are you telling her what to do and how to play and how to win the game? Really? Go ahead, coach her some more. I dare you. Go ahead. Say something. Go for it. No? Camera shy still? Okay. I moved my character here right next to Keisha because she thought that I might put it there. But you know what? Your plan is foiled and it's your turn. Again, I'm not going to record everything. You know how the game plays. So these videos are probably going to be pretty short because as you can tell, 10 minutes was the first game and we completed the task. So now, when something else big happens, I'll be back. I think my daughter is catching on to the game. Now what happened here is, what card did you play? You played agility. So I didn't catch it on camera. She was pretty quick. So just to show you what she did here. See, Frey's making noise now because it's off camera. But when I swing it over, what are you saying? Are you going to talk now? Oh, it's almost there? No, you're not going to talk. Camera shy. Alright, so what Keisha did is she played agility card to block passage, and then she landed on hazard. She was able to move a zombie. But Keisha was moving it here, but she can't do that because that's an illegal move. It's diagonal.
Can I play another agility card to do it?
Agility cards don't work on zombies. So because you landed here, you can move this zombie 1 space, either left or right or up or down. So where are you going to move it, Keisha? Up or down or left or right? To move it onto the safe. All right. Now, when she first did this, I'm like, oh God, you got me captured. Unless I had a weapons card. But she made an illegal move by moving diagonally, and zombies can't do that. You're trying to cheat. That's what it is. You're trying to cheat. It's okay. You can't beat me. You can't beat me! At this point in the game, you can see the board has been populated a lot more by zombies. Keisha's kind of been keeping 1 step ahead of me this entire turn. So on her turn, she went from here to here, so she is in the safe zone. Now, I'm going to do something. Do you know what I'm going to do? Am I going to play a card? Am I going to move? Am I going to freeze? What am I going to do, Keisha? What do you think?
I'll play a card.
No. I am going to move to this switch, which makes me switch. Ha! So you're down lower than me, and I just switched places. What do you say about that?
I'm going to go here for my move. Move a zombie there.
Oh, so you see, you're populating the board even more with zombies. I don't like this at all. I really think that Keisha's learning the game really quick. The reason why is because she just played a double card. So she played a triple card. She played agility, went where a zombie was, played a weapon card, killed a zombie, And she has an adrenaline card which you can play right after you play a weapon card and moved up here. So she did 3 cards, moved 3 spaces, and killed 1 zombie. That's impressive. I'm gonna have to bring up my A game to beat you. Because if I win this one, you know what happens? What happens?
You win.
That's right. The game is over because I won 2. There's no way we go to a third. But if you win this one, this round, then we go to 1 more game for winner takes all. Oh, she's fussing. Maybe she'll make some noise on camera. No. Keisha is up to the key. Uh-oh. And it is my turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to this skull and I can place any zombie that I want, and I'm placing it right here in the lock zone. It does say in the rules, I'll read them from the rules just so that we're clarified onto this. So the first thing is the zombie spawn. When a survivor lands on its space, cause a zombie to spawn on a zombie tile of a survivor's choice. The zombie must be located, must be unoccupied. Ooh, so I illegally did that. But also down here, it does say, for the lock, a refuge is within reach. You must have a key card in order to enter the refuge. Beware, zombies are able to enter here. So, what I did is illegal in one way or another. So I can't do that. I'm gonna have to take this zombie and move her here because this space was occupied, so then that means I couldn't place it there. Just rules correction. We're on to Keisha's turn. Look who's here. Frey's here. Frey's sitting on Mommy's knee. Yeah, you gonna say something now? No. Okay, Keisha, it's your turn. Now, if you have a key card, you win this round.
I don't know if I can.
You have a key card.
I do have a key card.
Place it down, and you unlock it, and you win this round. Whoa! So you know what that means, Keisha? We're tied 1 apiece. So that means simply that we go on to round 3. This is for all the bag of marbles. Whoever wins, wins the campaign of this 3 quick, short games. Since this is round 3, the final round, Keisha won second round. She gets to either go first or choose for me to go first. What is it going to be, Keisha?
I'm going to go first.
You're going to go first, so what are you going to do? Do you have a card to play or you're just going to move? So you move to a safe zone. And it's my turn. I have to look at my cards because I'm not exactly sure what I have here that will work. But nothing really. So I'm going to go here. And I'm going to spawn a zombie in front of you. Right there. That ends my turn. It's your turn, Keisha. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to talk to me now?
I'm going to play another card.
Alright, so that ends your turn. Now, again, I'm going to cut this off, and when something significant happens, we will be back. On my turn, Keisha said she's going to play a card. Not draw it, she had this in her hand. This is a steal. Take a card from someone else without looking. So that means that I held my cards up and she randomly selected one and took it from me. And what card did you take from me, Keisha? A very important card, a key card. Thank you very much. That wasn't very nice at all. She's a board game maniac zombie in the making. She's actually making some noises, aren't you? You're making some noises for Grandpa. That's right. Back to the game action. You can see some more zombies have been populated, but they're kind of down on the lower end of the board, except for one that's going to probably cause a little bit of trouble for me. Keisha just played an agility card and went from here to there. And that's where we stand so far. I'm getting close, but my card count is very low. What are you laughing at, Keisha? What are you laughing at?
I stole a card again.
And what did you steal from me, Keisha?
Another key.
That's right. That's 2 keys in a row you stole from me. And I am getting close. Maybe I got another key in my hand. Now remember, the rule is if you have 3 keys, or more than 3 keys in your hand, you have to put your cards in and pick up 3 more.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you have 3 keys in your hand, you have to put... Oh, look at that. How many keys do you have in your hand? Ooh. I'm sorry, Frey. I'm scared. We'll be back momentarily. After that brief intermission. Yes, just a little brief intermission. we're back to the game. So Keisha had to draw 3 more cards up because she had more than the allotted amount of keys in her hand at one time. I don't feel so bad now. Thank you, Keisha. On with the game. On my turn, I move from here to here, which is a hazard. I'm able to control 1 zombie. So I move the zombie into Keisha's space. Now, Keisha, you have to have a weapon card to destroy that, or you go back to the start. Do you have a weapon card?
No.
No, you don't have a weapon card. So do you know what that means? All that hard work that you did in stealing my keys.
I have a plan.
Whoop, goes all the way here. You have a plan, do you, Keisha? We'll see how that zombie was there on the safe with you. No, you weren't on the safe. You were here, right? Wait a minute. We'll be back. Quick rules correction. I forgot. Keisha was on a safe zone. So whenever a survivor's on a safe zone, no zombie can enter this space. So because of this, I moved up there. I can't control a zombie, any zombie, to go there because she's just... Oh, this is not a good thing. But what I can do is I can control a zombie to move 1 space. So I'm going to move this zombie here just to there. And that ends my turn. That's a quick rules mistake. Again, just to reiterate, safe zone, you can't put zombies on there, even if you're controlling to move them down if you're on the hazard. The game, I think I'm giving Keisha the game, but I'm here. I'm moving up here for my turn, and it's your turn, Keisha. I am on the key, or the lock, I should say. I need a key in my hand to win the game on the next turn. Do you think I have a key in my hand, or do you think I'm going to draw again? It is your turn, though, so what are you going to do? You're going to go there. So that is a safe thing. Now it is my turn. Now I have to play a key card if I have one, or draw a card. I have 2 cards left. The camera viewer sees what's in my hand. So if you were a betting woman, what would you say? Do I have a key card or I don't?
I say
What would you bet?
$5.
$5. Now you heard that, because you know what? I'm going to drop 1 card. I'll let you check that card, Keisha. What card is it? That's right, because I'm not playing that card. I'm playing the card in my hand. So do you know what card that is? I'm going to slide it over to you so that you can see it.
It is
What is it, Keisha?
nothing.
The viewers have seen this card. What card is it? A key. So do you know what it means? I unlock the refuge. And I beat you. That was really, you learned the game pretty quick, I have to say. It is an easy game. Do you find the game easy to learn?
Yes.
Is it a very fast-paced game?
Very.
So just to let you know, Keisha's baby, Freya, is here, and she still was able to play this board game because it didn't take too much thinking. Very fast-paced game, and she is able to play it while Freya's in her hands. Well, good game, Keisha. Your father wins. I beat you only by 1, so it's pretty close. So don't what? Yes, I won. I beat her. I know she's my daughter, but what do you think? I'm going to let her win? That wouldn't teach her anything. That's right. Keep going. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to back up. Oh, boy. Did you like it, Keisha?
Yeah.
If you could rate this out of 10, what would you rate it? 10 being best, 0 being the worst.
7.
7? So a little bit more than mediocre. Would you play it again? Not now, but would you ever play it again?
Yeah.
Awesome. And what would you rate it, Freya? What would you rate it? What would you rate it? Ooh, what would you rate it? What would you rate it? What did you think of the game? What did you think of the game? Whoa, I think you just like the camera. I think we had a movie star in the making here. Yep, movie star / model / astronaut / doctor / inventor. That's what she's gonna be. That's right. Hope you enjoyed this game, The Refuge by B&B Game Studio. Look them up online. I'm sure you just Google the search, you can find it. It's called The Refuge. It's a race for survival. I really enjoyed this game. If you just want to play a game between 2 to 6 players, quick game, challenging game, you don't have to play like best out of 3. You can play just 1. And you can see if there were 6 players, how much more hectic this game will be. And the average time play is about 30 minutes, and the age range is a 14 plus for this game. So, you know, children can play it because there's nothing really bad about this game. There's no guts or gore or anything into it. Nothing that is like explicit images. So Hope you enjoyed the game, I really did. So until next time, Board Game Maniacs, you know what I'm going to say. Communication is key no matter what type of relationship you're in. Work, marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 boyfriend, boyfriend, parent and child, or child and parent. Don't make a difference. Talk to people because communication is key. So until next time, Board Game Maniacs, be a maniac and happy Octoberween. Woo!